Assalamu alaikum ji. Today we will discuss about the dual control in SAP master data configuration. Earlier we discussed about how can we make sure to maintain the integrity of master data using the user exit program, through writing some basic ABAP code. So now we will see another way that how can we maintain the integrity of the master data. This is called dual control functionality. In dual control functionality, which is by the way available for both customer and vendor master data, one user create or make some changes or any changes to the master data, and this data has to be verified by another user, and the second user, he can be a super user. Okay. um, and just like in finance department, suppose one accounting clerk, he is registering some vendor or some customer master data, and once he will enter this data, so this data has to be verified by his supervisor or by the chief accountant. So once the supervisor or the super user, once he will confirm the changes, like the first user create the master data, but this master data remains unavailable for any invoice posting till the super user verify those changes. So as soon as the super user confirms the changes, the relevant date master data becomes available for all operations in SAP, which includes invoice posting or payment creation, etc. Okay, so let's start and see the configuration of this dual control. Okay, so we will go through. First of all, there are some SPRO configuration. I will go to SPRO, SAP reference image, account receivable and account payable. Financial accounting, then account receivable and account payable. Here you can see we have customer accounts and vendor accounts. So let's go with vendor accounts. Go to vendor account, master data, preparation for creating vendor master data. And here we have defined sensitive fields for dual control vendors. Okay, so click here. So here you will see, click on the new entries, field name. So these are the fields which you can define as a sensitive field. So that means in these fields, if there will be any change, so this change will have to be verified by the super user. Okay, just let's take any field, city. Okay, suppose let's take the city. Okay, click on save. Okay, let's make another session. xk02, xk02, this is this is the vendor. If you want to make any change in the vendor master data, so you can go through xk02. So from here you can select your vendor, any vendor from here, suppose, and let's make this checkbox enable, like this address, because we are going to make some changes in the address. Press enter. So this is the address details of this vendor, test vendor 5. um, City, this is the city, so let's make it Berlin. You see the changes to general data must be confirmed, so click OK. So I mean, the first user, he has made the changes, but these changes are still not available in the system. Like this status, now this data is not available in the system for invoice posting or any operation against this vendor. Okay, so we have now we will log in with another user. Uh, this is consider this is as a super user. So the T code is FK08. Select the vendor. It was vendor number 5. Press enter. So here you see. So I mean, we can see here the current status it to be confirmed. Okay, you want to see what are the changes. So here these are the all the details of these vendors are appearing here. So go back, and so here we have both options, confirm or refuse. This is the changes to sensitive field. Here you can also check the data that what has been changed. Here you see the city has been changed to Berlin. So let's confirm and save. So the changes have been made. Okay, so now let's go back to the first user. XK02. So here you see the city name is appearing here. Okay, so this is how the dual control functionality works. So in this way you can change, you can make the change in any of the field, just like in the address field or in the payment field or any field which were available there in under FK08. Okay, so once he will save the data, he will save the record. So this record will go to the another user for his approval, and in this way, the super user, once he will approve, so this data will be available for any operations. So through FK08, he can approve or refuse. Similarly, if there is a mass change, like if there are 5 records, 10 records, or there are n number of records, and super user, if he wants to approve all in one go, so he can also use, so he can use the FK09. Okay, there is another T code FK09. You can see here FK09. So through FK09, so he can if there are more vendors, so he can, you see the list contains, at this moment list contains no data, but if there are 2, 3, 4 records, so he can through FK09 he can approve more records with one T code. Okay, hope you understand the concept. If you have any question, please send me an email at ubaid_r@msn.com. It's ubaid_r@msn.com. Thank you.